Hello and welcome to another HearBright video tutorial. Today we're going to cover the key components on a hearing aid. This is a particular style of hearing aid which we call the receiver in the ear or the receiver in the canal. There's various different terms, but effectively it is this part of the hearing aid that sits deep into the ear canal, and this is the unit that sits behind the ear. So they've changed quite dramatically over the last couple of years, and they seem to be looking a lot more sleek, slimmer, and better design. So what we have is the main body of the hearing aid. This is where all the processing happens. We have two microphones in this particular instrument, one pointing backwards, one pointing forwards, and there's a little microphone cover that sits just on top, and that is removable. Behind there is a button which can be obviously programmed to the preference of each patient, and in this particular instrument we have a battery operated hearing aid. As you can see, this one is the brown battery, which is 312, sits like so, and then just clicks into the hearing aid. So this is a thin wire that goes all the way down to the receiver part of the aid. And in this case, we've just taken the little rubber grommet off there. These do come in various different sizes depending on comfort and what's required for each patient's hearing loss. And you can see on this particular size receiver, we've got a number 2 indicating the size, and 50, which is indicating the power output. And this one is a red one, which is also indicating it's a right ear, as opposed to a blue one would be the left ear. Here, as you can see, there's a white filter. So this is a wax filter, a wax trap, and designed to collect wax that gets past the little rubber grommet and stops it going into the receiver. So this does need changing from time to time. The best way to look at that is just take the little rubber grommet off and just look down the receiver to see if it does look as if it's blocked. This should be changed as a matter of course every month anyway. I tend to squeeze the rubber grommet just to put it back in place, like so. The smaller ones can be a little bit more tricky to put on. You just squeeze it and then just make sure the filter is being covered by the actual rubber grommet. And then if you just peel it back, you can see that the rubber grommet is slid all the way onto the actual receiver. So it's important that that is in place, especially with the smaller ones like this. Now, in this particular model, we're looking at a Starkey, the manufacturer, and the model is the Livio range, which is similar to their Muse range. And the Livio range, you can just disconnect the receiver like so, and if you can look, you can see that it is actually a plug that plugs into the main unit. So that bit can be replaced should that be faulty for any reason, and it just needs a good push back in place like so, and then you can see it is secured quite well. So they're the key components of the receiver in the ear style of hearing aid. They tend to sit on the ear like so, with the receiver part closer to the eardrum in the ear canal. And just finally, you may be wondering what this little piece is on the hearing aid. This is what we just call a support lock. So it will just sit in the ear canal like so, and then that will wrap around the bowl of the ear just to add a bit of extra support. Okay, hope you like this video. Do check the other videos in the series, and I'll see you soon.